simply free. Orange Money. Fast, safe, reliable.
Orange Money.
I would not know if it's wrong, but one thing that I was not able to accomplish that I wanted to accomplish was after the war, the Liberians people elected me, and in fact, the Liberian people elected me to unite the country. I was not able to get some of the other factional leaders to return to Liberia. I was not able to get one or two of the political leaders to return. And I think they helped to provoke the situation. I was able to do a whole lot. Strangely, the LPC, these were all warring factions, and all of the other warring factions, I was able to bring them into government. In fact, most of the combatants that fought for the government during the war were the combatants of the warring factions that fought against me. So I accomplished bringing them together. I accomplished making sure that the issue of tribalism went away in Liberia. But I mean, to a great extent, I think most Liberians now, if you went to Liberia and took a poll, they would say Mr. Taylor did his best.
Any other regrets?
The second regret is that I was never able to get the United States to understand me. I was never able to get them to work with me, which is so essential for Liberia. No president of Liberia, no president can make it successfully unless he is online with Washington. Now, I'm not the type of guy that you can pick up a telephone and command. I don't take that. I didn't take that from Washington. Then, even if I were elected president, I would not take it. I'm not that kind. I'm not a coward. But I do believe that a good working relationship is essential for any president of Liberia or that president.
A profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president and commander-in-chief for the past 6 years. Together, in 2018, we embarked on a journey to build a united, peaceful, and prosperous Liberia. And I am deeply thankful for the trust and support you have bestowed upon me and my administration during my tenure. As we navigate the complexity of governance, your partnership was instrumental in the development and implementation of policies and programs that aim to bring progress and development to our great nation. Reflecting on the accomplishment of these 6 years, let me tell you that I am proud of what we have achieved together. We have built roads, supported free wires and free tuition at high schools and public universities, stabilized the macroeconomic challenges we face in 2018, built hundreds of pro-poor housing units, and achieved on so many fronts that we are able to list here today. However, I acknowledge that there is always room for improvement, and perhaps more could have been done under different circumstances. Regrettably, some of the long-term projects we initiated did not reach completion during my tenure. I am hopeful that the incoming administration will carry the torch forward and bring these initiatives to fruition for the benefit of all Liberians. Fellow compatriots, rumors, and misinformation have played a large part in our politics over the last 6 years. It is my hope we as a country will overcome this challenge over the next 6 years. To begin this, we must start with the facts of the transition. I must report to you that we are leaving behind a better economy than we inherited. Today, President-elect Joseph Nima Bouaka will inherit a stronger economy than I inherited. There is a bigger net international reserve position than was handed me in 2018. I inherited 94,999,000 United States dollars in net international reserves. And I am handing over to the next administration a net international reserve position of 222,700,000 United States dollars. This is 136% increase in the net international reserve position. The total cash balance in the government's consolidated account is United States $40,044,365.90. In 2018, my government inherited a consolidated cash position of $7 million United States dollars. The next administration thus has more resources to deal with emergency macroeconomic challenges than my administration had at its disposal in 2018. My fellow citizens, through our time together, I held still fast to two cornerstones of leadership: keeping the peace and upholding the democratic process and the root of our democratic journey. I am immensely proud that during my tenure, Liberia remained at peace with itself and at peace with its neighbor. Our armed forces, the force of good, were never turned against our own people, and external actions were confined to international peacekeeping mission under the United Nations. This peace, sustained by our own domestic resources, is a testament to the maturity and strength of our nation. We protected the inalienable rights of every Liberian citizen as enshrined in our Constitution. Freedom of speech, assembly, and expression were not only preserved, but celebrated. There were no political prisoners or prisoners of conscience during my entire term, a testament to the development of strong. May God bless you all, and may God continue to bless the Republic of Liberia.
Those who wrote the speech, inauguration day, everybody happy. We are rejoicing over the defeat of the old regime. We are rejoicing about our effort to bring a new regime. Then we'll sit down with happiness. We go write paper for that 79-year-old man. He's talking to me, then you go there, I will tell you that nation, I will tell US, I will bring one for you. Because you think one for you, Johnson? By the time the open of bringing, when you come to the place, that's it. In this country,
when you elect a clown and you think that he will be a king, what he does is to convert the kingdom into a circus. This is what we must deal with, and this is what we must say. Who do we elect into our public offices? Because, as I've said before, when you allow hyenas to take care of goats, why should you be surprised when the goats are eaten? This is the same. And Africa is only going to realize our potential in all areas when, by dint of choice, we enable and allow our best men and women to serve in different areas. I've heard it being said about Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore. I've heard it being suggested about Mahathir Mohamad in Malaysia. I've heard it being said about Japan. I've heard it being said about other countries. But there was a conscious decision on the part of those individuals and the followership. We always talk about leaders, but we never talk about the followers. The followers must also style up. Africans on average are for some reason attracted to thieves. Africans are for some reason attracted to men and women who cannot serve her. And when they are not served, then they complain. When Africans are told, choose you now whom we shall release, Jesus of Nazareth or Barabbas, they say, release Barabbas. And when Barabbas behaves like Barabbas, they say, why are you not behaving like Christ? It cannot be done.
In May of 2001, signed a second of two executive orders, number 13213, Defense Exhibit D310, in which it was stated, and I quote, the government of Liberia's complicity in the RUF's illicit trade in diamonds and its other forms of support for the RUF are direct challenges to the United States foreign policy objectives in the region, as well as the rule-based international order that is critical to the peace and prosperity of the United States. Therefore, I find these actions by the government of Liberia contribute to the unusual and extraordinary threat to the foreign policy of the United States described in Executive Order 13194, with respect to which the President declared a national emergency. This executive order did not say the alleged complicity. It concluded the complicity. The conspiracy was born, all systems put into motion, and here I stand today. I never stood a chance. This is the broader contextual matrix that regrettably did not and still has not seen the light of day in these proceedings, despite the gallant efforts by the defense to unearth and reveal the contextual framework behind the charges against me. Now, with the two executive orders, the dogs were let out, so to speak. What followed was a dispatch of the attack pack led by Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, Defense Intelligence, 30 years, prosecutor. He, Crane, unlawfully unsealed the court's sealed indictment to his handlers, senior U.S. government officials at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, and was never held to account. The rest of the operational team are Colonel Brendan Hollis, Defense Intelligence, CIA, U.S. Air Force, Senior Trial Counsel, and now prosecutor. James C. Johnson, U.S. Army expert, 20 years on conventional and special operations, Chief of Prosecutions for the SCSL. Alan White, 30 years, Defense Intelligence, recalled from retirement to head up investigations at the Special Court of Sierra Leone. Stephen J. Rapp came on board as chief prosecutor for a short time of experience from Capitol Hill, where he served with the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee sometime before. It came as no surprise to me that as a reward of sorts for Stephen Rapp's diligence in the execution of U.S. foreign policy objectives through these ad hoc tribunals, he was appointed U.S. Ambassador at Large for War Crimes issues. In support of the contextual framework of politics, on February 8, 2006, Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, prosecutor, appeared before a U.S. Congress Subcommittee on Africa, Defense Exhibit D-404, and spelled out in clear terms the decision taken in support of regime change in Liberia and what needed to happen to solidify that process. There was little mention, if any, in his testimony about Sierra Leone. And here is what he said. I posted that 5 years from now, when the international community is challenged by other crises, Taylor in Calabar, under the protection of Nigeria, will make his move. We will wake up one morning and watch on CNN as Taylor rides triumphantly down the main street in Monrovia to the executive mansion, daring all of us to come and get him. Unless he is handed over to the Special Court for Sierra Leone, this scenario is not out of the realm of possibilities. He then asked, how do we assure Liberia's future? And he answers that. Ultimately, he says, what we do about Taylor in the next several weeks will determine the fate of Liberia and the new administration of its president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Crane then sets out several plans, two of which I'll state here. He said, first, hand Charles Taylor over to the Special Court for Sierra Leone for a fair trial, his kind of trial. This takes him out of the local and regional dynamics that is West Africa. Second, tie any financial and political support to good governance in Liberia. Time does not permit, but the exhibits are present. Not even the Nigerian nation was spared from threats and intimidation, as explained by Femi Kayode, press secretary to President Obasanjo, the Nigerian head of state, who was with him in Washington when President George W. Bush promised, and I quote, to bring Nigeria to its knees if Taylor was not turned over to the Special Court. And what happened? Obasanjo buckled and capitulated. Now, this demonstrates the significant pressure that was brought to bear on President Obasanjo, irrespective of his personal and leadership obligations to the West African sub-region. And therein lies the dilemma for current African heads of state and government, but how to enter into binding commitments and obligations with the African pairs and remain steadfast, resolute, and unyielding in their fidelity to those agreements in the face of such unrelenting and punishing pressure from powerful West.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said, The people who are so, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They get lies, they get steep. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach in thee, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you.
Oh yes, what an entertaining piece. Extremely important.
You use us a little.
The critical lyrics
Why?
that explain the daily activities,
But that the question that we ask,
the daily needs of our people,
the people screw us.
the lyrics that account for the suffering our people are going through. What do we do? Do we continue to sit and allow the oppressors to continue oppressing the people? Or do we muster the courage and the bravery to stand up and look in the faces of those oppressors? Say, hey, it's time you stop and listen to us. The people voted you. The people elected you to serve them. The people elected you to ensure that basic social services are available for them.
You see the reason why we ask what the government
Everything we see today is on the contrary. And that is why some of us are around
people crying for
to call out our government.
your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation. The poor.
I do not believe in the saying from Napoleon Bonaparte,
So why?
as critical as it may sound to the politicians.
That's what now we ask.
The people will not believe in it, but the politicians will tell you, yes, say it. Napoleon Bonaparte said,
The people.
never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Oh, y'all leave the people, let the people fail. Let the people make their mistakes. It's going to play at the comfort
The people.
of the opposition bloc.
The government. Betray.
Does that make sense? Yes, to some extent. Should that be the case always? No, I think. There should be a time where certain people will call out the government when they are making mistakes. And there are people who will sit down and say, let's sit by and watch as they play. So everybody will have their role to play in the governance process of our country.
That led us to all our damages. Telling betray us.
Some will be critical,
They get steep.
some will be pro, some will be independent as possible,
No one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that
some will be extremely political.
I. So where are this?
Whatever the case is,
Rose?
the agenda is to ensure that Liberia and Liberians are better up.
With their rhetoric, people tire. They tire.
That said, let me say a very, very pleasant good evening to all of you across the country.
Let people.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to those of you in the diaspora,
Your vision and your mission.
our friends, our fans, our followers, our critics,
So
and even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them. It's good to have all of you joining us tonight. It's Monday in Morovia. It's the first day of September 2025.
people last us. The government betray us. So much.
This month is going to be the last month to climax the third quarters of our budget year.
Who are so? The people lie to us.
And the pressure continues to mount on the government. They continue to struggle for fundings to fund their major programs. Oh, what a Liberia we have. Just a lot to talk about tonight. The ruling party young people are angry. The ruling party young students are also angry on the University of Liberia campus.
We tire with
The GAC has released an audit on the consolidated funds of the Liberian government. We will tell you what that is.
you need to deceive us.
President Sirleaf has responded to rumors.
So why did you?
There have been rumors all around
Why did you allow the citizens to?
that President Sirleaf made some financial and material contribution to the CDC
For
to aid in the construction of a new headquarters. The former president has reacted in what many are describing as an aggressive form. Some said the president was disrespectful to those who were but the president has maintained that, hey, all that thing you're talking that nonsense. The Oman say they want Oman use your yeah. And I say we can be lechy. The Oman lech. We are obviously going to provide you updates from the court. There is an interesting news in the country, a big news in the country.
That speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. We saw
a big news in the country involving the Capitol building arson case. And just as we are on top of that news, that's why we are hard. That's why we talk the hard issues. We go to places nobody dares go.
Why? But that's the question that we ask.
This is Freedom Hard Talk. This is Freedom FM. My name is Austin Kawa, and I am your driver straight up to 10 o'clock. This show is proudly sponsored by Crime Stopper Liberia in partnership with Win Liberia. We take a break shortly. When we come back, we talk cash. Tonight, we pay our big money. But let's take a break, come back, and welcome all of you who are joining us tonight. And we talk cash and politics and governance.
Win big today with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just $100 Liberian dollars or 50 cent United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for $200 Liberian dollars or $1 United States dollar on Japa days, you can win from 15,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For these amazing prizes, dial *255*1#. Again, dial *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's Win Liberia Cash Giveaway on Freedom FM.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must take it. I mean you cheche, you wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Thank you very much. OMSM Sion, Crime Stopper Liberia, Win Liberia, all of you. So, yes, Win Liberia is our financial partner. And so they are the ones giving us instruction to pay you $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $25,000, and so on and so forth. So tonight, that's Monday, right? So this is how we're going to do. Let's talk cash for 5 minutes, and then we move into our politics. A lot we can talk about tonight, because there's a breaking news I have for all of you involving the Capitol building arson case. I just received an intel or an information from some of our strategic sources about the arrest of an individual connected to the Capitol building case. The government has made another arrest, that I can say. I'm still trying to get the detail. My source is sending me either the person's name or the person's picture, because he doesn't know the person to connect link yet. So, but I also say an arrest has been made, and the person is arrested in connection to the Capitol building arson case. The person is currently at the police headquarters. Yes. So we can break that news for you, but the source has not given us the name or picture of the person. Hope we can get it before, right after we conclude the conversation on our catch tonight. So there are 4 categories we have here that we do payments in, especially we have jackpot. So tonight I'm announcing jackpot night. It means you need $200 on your mobile money account to play, or it's equivalent in Liberian dollars. Okay? Or it's equivalent in Liberian dollars. So $200 to $1.50. So 200 USD, sorry, $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 on your mobile money account to play our cash giveaway tonight. So we're paying you $15,000 tonight if you are a winner. And tonight I'm not paying plenty of winners. Okay? If 1 lucky winner, I'll pay. 2 lucky winners, I'll pay. 3 lucky winners, I'll pay. On Thursday, we said we're paying you $25,000 depending on the threshold. Unfortunately, you didn't reach the threshold, but the threshold you reached was $10,000. So we'll pay $10,000 on Thursday. I have to talk to Felicia Tule on the show, on the first edition of the show for this month. So she's our winner, and so we have to recognize her. Moving forward, we have to talk to our winners from the previous day and recognize them on the next day on the show, and then for us to celebrate those winners on the show. So all you have to do tonight, the same way you used to play like that. The only thing that has changed is that the amount is 200 LD or $1.50. Once you have that, you're qualified to participate in our jackpot tonight. Now, our jackpot is paying you $15,000. You are just from the weekend. Mondays can be rare. So we need to put some cash in your pocket. Who could that lucky winner be? Who could those lucky winners be? I don't know. All I'm encouraging you to do is make sure you dial *255*1#. *255*1#. That's the short code you have to enter. Once you dial *255*1#, you send. When you send, you see that 2 options will appear on your phone. The first option will be asking you whether you want to play in Liberian dollars. The second option will be asking you whether you want to play in US dollars. Any option you select, you send and you enter your mobile money password. Win Liberia, our fans, our followers are asking whether people can play in orange. Mohammed, for tonight, I can say no, because we've not introduced the orange component to the show yet. When that is done, our partner will inform us. So Win Liberia, that's a concern for you. But again tonight, so all Lone Star sales subscribers. So if you're orange, may get Lone Star, may take the money from the orange phone, you put it on the Lone Star phone to play. Because it's $15,000 pay out tonight. I don't want to give no small cash. This show is a big show. I'm not gonna be paying $5,000. No. This is a big show. It's a big platform. It's a global platform. People from all across the world are following the show. It's a big platform. So we are going to pay big money if we decide to pay money. So tonight, like I said, it's $15,000 we're paying tonight. All you have to do, just make sure you have 200 Liberian dollars on your phone, or its equivalent in US dollars is $1.50. Once you have that, you dial star 255 star 1 hash. Star 255 star 1 hash and send. When you send, two options will appear on your phone. Option number 1 will be asking you whether you want to play in Liberian dollars, and option number 2 will be asking you whether you want to play in US dollars. Whichever option you see that, you send, and yes, Kudai Williams, you can play. No, Kudai, you can play with 1 cent though. You need $1.50 or 200 Liberian dollar. You need $1.50. So yes, that's it, $1.50 or 200 Liberian dollars to play. So yes, I will announce the short code again, but those of you who got the code, the jackpot game starts now. 9:45 is draw. Let's see who will be the lucky winners tonight or the lucky winner tonight. But we must pay $15,000 tonight. At least we must pay $15,000. So the game is on. It's time to play as you're monitoring the show. Now, all of you who are joining us tonight, it's good to have all of you joining us tonight on the show. Or you're looking, you all are sounding, appearing so beautiful on the live. Let me welcome all of you. You're sounding so energized from the weekend. It's good to have all of you join us tonight. Invite others, share the show, and invite others to join all of the chat rooms you're in. Share the show and invite more members to the show tonight and every night. Phoenicius Junior Bar, Tukpa Koko Yazi, Tukpa Koko Yaza. I hope I got your name correct. Koko Yaza. Welcome to the show. I'm sure that's a lofa or better name. Welcome to the show, my dear brother. William Wulu is joining us tonight. Edwin Sako is joining us tonight. Mohammed Balo, Abel Hines, Stephen Yagadi are all joining us tonight. JD Williams, welcome to the show. Ruben Cannon, Patrick Kennedy, Ansu Famule, Alaska P. All of you, welcome to the show. Marvin Tom Myers is joining us tonight. Spencer Mohammed has joined the show. Gaussian Kamara is also joining the show tonight. Sadia Nye has joined us as well tonight. Adiyu Kamara, Tumete LT, welcome to the show. Tomasin Wiakofa, welcome to the show, big bro. Juju One Way is joining the show tonight. Civilized Basketball, welcome to the show, my brother from District 9. Asata Miller is joining the show tonight. Yasa Sharif, Johnson Dolly is also following from New Jersey. Benito Happiness Kung is joining tonight from Sano County Government Camp. Benito, I am getting all of the goal in the country. That goal camp down there. Welcome to the show, Benito. Madun Dole from Babolo County. Clady Allison has joined us tonight. Greetings to you, Austin. Greetings to you too, Clady. Anna Taylor from Michigan. Mohammed Kumo from where no direction. Henry Davis from New Georgia Oldfield. Alice Johnson from Clay District. J. Augustus Help from Broad Street. Charlie Pratt is joining us tonight from Austin. John Dobb is joining us tonight from Samuka Town. Kudai Williams, Austin, can I play with 1 cent? No, you need $1.50 or 200 LD to play. Henry Toll, welcome to the show. Musa A. Sharif is joining us from New Georgia. Tatos Bull is following the show tonight. Okay, Madu Dan, welcome all of you from Bengbat Town, Bengbat Town, that's Robertsfield Highway, Samuka, Hollywood, George Flomo. Invite others to join the show tonight. Just the information here tonight. Trust me, you will never regret listening to the show tonight. Trust me. George Flomo, Melvin Power, Amos Kofa is also joining the show tonight from Red Light. Sebastian Tor, Inform Liberia today, watching from Canada. Melvin, yes, Mohammed, all of you. Mohammed is from Bombay County, Tottenham City, Senja District. Welcome all of you to the show. Tina Lorenzo has joined the show from Yekipa, Liberia. Yekipa, Yekipa. You see that America in Nima, they can call it America in Nima. Pata Willie, Addison, all of you, welcome to the show from a New Harper. So yes, let's move into it. A lot to talk about tonight. We're placing emphasis. President Shirley made a statement today. There is something about that statement that I think all of us need to consider. It is not trending. Everybody is concerned about the choice of words she used and all of that. I'm not interested in the choice of words because myself at times I use those choice of words to pin, to send a message, to allow my message to sink deep down in the heads and hearts and bodies of those who do not like the things we say and the way we say the things we say. Yes, so myself at times I use some strong words to allow the message to sink deep down in the skull of those who hate what we do. So I do not have any problem with the choice of words, but there is something President Shirley said about reconciliation that we need to place emphasis on. So yes, we're going to play President Shirley audio tonight, and trust me, we will. We will get there. President Shirley made a statement that she should have made ever since during the Capitol building incident. Today, she said that smartly, but people did not grab it. Since some of us who know her, who have followed her for long, we know how she's smart enough to use certain incidents or certain opportunities to communicate something that has been on her mind for long. Today, President Shirley has spoken about the governments and its people or its officials refuse to embrace reconciliation. That deliberate attempt and intention to undermine the fight against, to undermine the drive towards reconciliation. She said that today. Many did not grab it. Listen, we'll play the audio recording for you. That's our conversation tonight on the show. But while we are looking into other issues, providing you update on the Kofa case, don't forget, tonight is jackpot night, and we are paying our winners $15,000 Liberian dollars each. So any winner here will get the first thing I can call all my winners on my personal number. That's the first thing. So I'm about to call. Oh, where is this phone? Where is this number? Okay. I think I have to set this number so I can talk to Felicia today, our winner from Thursday, and then we can move on. But yeah, so on today, the University of Liberia students decided to protest. You remember the students who were in 2022, between 2022 and 2023, the government of Liberia decided to carry on some renovation works on the campuses of the University of Liberia. Some of these very students you see wearing khaki soup were the ones throwing stones and calling Samuel Twe and Nathaniel McGill and Ruth Coco Collins Roro, TV Roro. Do you remember that? There's a young guy called Joseph Freeman who used to be with the Student Unification Party. They were organizing and leading all of the protests on the UL campus. But then protest was good. Today they're in government, and the very soup is now leading protests. But you see, this is my short message to them. What was good for Peter or Paul yesterday should be good for John or Tama today. Our government was not a perfect government. I will not sit there and tell you that it was a perfect government. No. Our government had excesses, like any other government. But there is no sector in this country that President Weah did not touch. The UL campus, I still remember between 2022 to 2023, the government of Liberia decided to carry on renovation works. And I will tell you what the government did on that campus. The government renovated the TH building, including de-roofing that building and re-roofing it. The government renovated all the bathrooms. They changed all the commodes. Now, Those were the concerns that the students raised then. The government changed all the commodes, de-roofed the bathrooms, re-roofed them, paint them, changed the tires where the tires needed to be changed. And guess what? And took the borehole machine on the campus to bore where on the UL campus, I think two, and run the water system straight in the bathrooms and other offices on the UL campus. Those upgrades were in addition. Those upgrades were in addition to the government's free tuition policy. Then the government digitized their registration process to decongest the traffic of students that will go in long queue to have themselves processed or get themselves admitted into the University of Liberia. Now that means you have your portal, your e-portal. You could just sit down at your home or anywhere in or outside the country and do your building and get yourself admitted into the school. The government also redid the road from the entrance of UL straight to the TS building, passing before the law school and going to the TS building. The government reconditioned the road, that corridor. It is that corridor that the government had gone to inspect then. When those students then, some of them are still there anyway, decided to boo at people who are gone, who were doing the role on the main campus of the university. They are going to inspect the project. And the thank you they got was boo, boo, row, toilet row, toilet row, Magenta row, Collins that row. That's the result they got. Today, the problem is not solved. The government that they preferred over the CDC government that has majority supers. They are in the street every day protesting for the same conditions. Those campuses or those buildings, those structures are supposed to be upgraded routinely. If you ask me, I will tell you annual maintenance or upgrade on those buildings. See the buildings, how they're nasty that the UP government itself. See the buildings, how they're nasty. The buildings are nasty like the UP government. And the government cannot do anything. Those days when the students protested, they described the CDC government as being irresponsible. Those days when the teachers protested, they said the CDC government was irresponsible. Who do you see protesting today? The same teachers on supplementary period under the Ministry of Education. Who do you see protesting today? The same teachers on they call them part-timers on the University of Liberia campus. They are threatening to lay down their chalks. Who do you see protesting today? The very students who protested when the government announced tuition free on the UL campus. You also see them protesting today for the poor condition, sanitary condition of the infrastructures and all the facilities on the UL campus. But when they protested yesterday, they said the CDC government was irresponsible. It was we are who broke down everything and put UL into the condition it was in. Today, 1 year gone, 1 year, 9 months. The UL campus is still like that, with the UP in power. But again, for me, my hand is I can talk much in UL thing. Yeah, for plenty of reasons. Yeah, especially when it comes to that soup. I don't have appetite for them. I can say that every day. Yeah, and they know they well. I don't have appetite for them. I mean, I admire their energy, their exuberance and all of that. But at times, I question their reasoning behind some of their actions. And I have to be clear about that. So the CDC had a press conference today, issue a press statement, a long one. So those of us who are media people who don't have taste for long statements. Yeah, so there are some other reason why we don't have. But again, the political party people, they want to exhaust everything in one day, to communicate everything in one day. In our journalism school, they say statement too long can kill the taste and cause a lot of distraction. So it has the meat in the story. When press release addresses everything, it means we were told that releases are supposed to communicate an idea. Because you don't want distraction. You want to say something, issue your statement. But you won't say something, they issue a statement got 10, 15 different issues. Then your real thought or your real issue you want to communicate, maybe hearing, from the news people. The public may not get the meat of what you really wanted to communicate to the public. But we say political parties, all these political parties in Liberia, they can issue long statements. So that's it. Yes. From the courts, something happening again today. The justice in Chimba, James Eto Wodokodi, deny the writ of McDermott, prayed for by the defense counsel or the defense lawyers, meaning the lawyers representing Funanti Kofa, Dixon Civil, Abu Kamara, Jacob Debbie, Tom Etheridge, Amos Kofa, and all of the other brothers. So, but this is what Spoon is reporting, their own network. We told you most of our references will be made to their own networks, and there's a reason for that, because everything we say, everything that is happening, we predicted them. So these days we use their own people who voted for them to communicate the evidence, our prediction. So Melvin Jackson, a Liberian journalist, reports under the caption Supreme Court Justice in Chambers deny Arson case petitioners writ of McDermott. The Supreme Court of Liberia, blah, 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 declined to issue the alternative writ of McDermott as prayed for by lawyers representing former House Speaker Funanti Kofa and several others. According to documents obtained by this news outlet, the former speaker's legal team is challenging a lower court's ruling which accepted the prosecution's objection to their bail bond. They argue that the judge committed reversible error in disqualifying their bond and are asking the Supreme Court to review and overturn the decision. Reversible error. So the thing that he did was a mistake, and a mistake can be legally challenged and overturned. So going back to the court, to the justice in chamber, but only an authority or a superiority court can overturn that court's decision. And the only superior authority, legal authority, is the Supreme Court, the justice in chamber. So we're going to the justice in chamber to ask her to overturn that decision. So when we go to the justice in chamber, the justice in chamber will ask her to reverse the decision. So we ask her to reverse the decision. And let me take this break. It's very important. Let me take this break and talk to. Let me take this call. Okay.
Yeah, Baba. Cap with a J. No side G. International, baby. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so what's the price in your way? They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so what's the price in your job? Silver 7 not taking pay. They stepping your horse every day. We not talk every day, but say they won't go killing us every day. Like who come and save us now? Parachute killing us every day. Making everybody faces the front. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so what's the price in your way? They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so what's the price in your job? Plenty people they in poverty. One man taking 45. Don't say stand, don't lose the place. Yeah. So corruption, yeah. Hunger killing us. The hunger killing us. The hunger killing us. Oh, hunger killing us.
They say the devil was sharp, it's an idle man. An idle man is a hungry man. A hungry man is an angry man. I bring all the hala there in the land. Corruption stay in the house. Too many appetite but hunger stay killing us. If you live to see the next day, you must thank God. We got our people that will vote and stay fooling us. They lie to us. All the hope and the promise that they made to us. So fly just to carry our vote from us. That's why they leave all in poverty. Just to see and walk away with impunity.
Okay. Yes, so that's it about the case. And the call was important because the call came from the relative of Amos Kofa. So I told you that an individual had been arrested. Our intel told us that an individual had been arrested. And I'm sure most of you following the case may have heard the name Amos Kofa. Amos Kofa. So let me conclude on this one before we come to the breaking news. So I will interpret what the judge said today. I'm not a lawyer, but like I said, we are one professional group of people who are supposed to or expect to know almost everything, have an idea of almost everything, because we communicate and communicators should be informed. So the lawyers have asked the judge to trash the request made by the government lawyers to deny the prosecutor's request. Because the government lawyers are gone to Judge Wadey and say, oh, the people born and not qualify, he meet the qualification, he meet the legal standard or legal requirement. So please do not qualify that bond. Don't accept that bond to release Tom Etheridge from prison. The judge heard the case and agreed with the government lawyers that the bond submitted by Fonantine is not qualified. So on the basis of that, he declined Fonantine bond to release Tom Etheridge and the rest of the other guys. So what Fonantine did is that they took an appeal to they filed a writ of McDermott before the justice in chamber. The writ of McDermott is like a compelling writ or a motion, a decision, a request to a superior authority asking them to compel this person, to compel a subordinate authority to take action or to act on a particular matter. So they were basically telling the justice in chamber to please compel the man, Judge Roosevelt Wadey, to accept our bond. Our bond meets the legal qualification. Unfortunately for the defense lawyers, the justice in chamber declined to hear the motion or try anything. So she declined to issue the writ of McDermott. So that means the trial continues. Tomorrow is the 2nd of October. The trial resumes tomorrow at Criminal Court A. And so, as always, we'll be around to hear the arguments and the different happenings at the courts tomorrow. Amos Kofa. I was talking about Amos Kofa. Amos Kofa is one of those accused by the government of Liberia of conspiring to burn the Capitol building. And his sister just called me, informing me that Amos Kofa has been arrested and that he was arrested at the Locato border. He was arrested at the Locato border, and I was asking about, I thought they said he was escaping. So what was he doing at the Locato border? And she said, no, he said he was coming back to Liberia. He was on his way to Liberia, and they arrested him at the Locato border. I said, the man was escaping. They said the man is a flat rig, sorry. How can the man who running away Now it's at the Locato border on his way to Liberia. She said, my brother, I don't know, but I just called you to let you know that Amos Kofa has been arrested. He was on his way coming to Liberia, but he was arrested at the border. And I was like, okay, no problem. I'm on the radio, but I mean, somebody got to make this make sense to me. That somebody is on their way. He said the person is escaping, running away, but the person is on his way to Liberia, and he was picked up or arrested at the Locato border. That's what I'm told by his sister. So we'll follow the happenings. We'll wait for the state. I'm sure the Ministry of Justice, probably through the police, will issue a statement today or tonight or tomorrow, because the investigations are already closed. Indictments are June. Amos Kofa is included in the indictment. So I don't know what kind of investigation the police is going to do again. So I don't know what kind of investigation the police is going to do. I think in my mind, the police will just, because he's already indicted. Once you're indicted, you are a property of the court. You are supposed to be under the custody of the court. But again, probably it depends when he was brought to Monrovia and turned over to the police. Probably the courts were closed, and so obviously the police will detain him until tomorrow and call the lawyers and turn him over to the lawyers, and lawyers will turn him over to the court, and then the court will make a determination or a decision. So let's wait and see tomorrow what the police is going to do. It's good that tomorrow is Tuesday. Let's wait and see what the intervention from his lawyers will be like. But it is confirmed that Amos Kofa has been arrested and that he was on his way to Liberia and was arrested at the Locato border, and he's currently in police custody according to his sister. When I say on that one, I tried asking him some question whether he's good, in good condition, and whether he was manhandled, all of that. She said, as far as she's concerned, upon the arrest, there were, according to her, upon the arrest, those who arrested him were rough, but he made them to understand that his family members are aware that he was coming to Liberia, and so they cooled down, they cooled off on him, according to her, and then they were headed in one direction, and then there was a detour to the Monrovia to the Liberia police headquarters, where they turned him over to the police. That's what the sister told me. I'm narrating or reporting to you. So that's it. Let's move into our discussion. Let's go on to other issues. You know, folks, I say this to some of you, right? All of you, in fact. If some of you are not careful, some of you lawmakers, and this warning, even though it's supposed to be an advice, but this is a warning to the lawmakers. Look, our lawmakers have not proven to be a group of responsible or decent people. The majority of people in that place have always made the wrong decision. They have always made terrible decisions for us. They're not good people. The only people you see defending lawmakers who made or who makes wrong decisions for our people are those who are employed in their offices or those who are their supporters. Because to see a group of people defending lawmaker who makes bad decisions, how can a group of people come together to support or defend lawmaker who makes a terrible decision for our people, for our country? You look in the executive, you see nastiness. You look in the legislative branch, you see filthiness. You go to the judiciary, it's a whole big disaster. A whole big disaster. The country left, right, from north to south, east to west. You can't turn anywhere to say, hey, I can vote for this sector or for this branch of government or for this system. Because the system is messed up. It's fishy. I'm saying this to inform you. Look, I heard a story today about the House of Representatives, particularly. Imagine, there's a sector called the cosmetology sector in that industry. Look, one of the biggest sources of income in Abidjan, in Ivory Coast, is the cosmetology industry. It is booming in Ivory Coast and contributing millions of dollars to the Ivorian government. Cosmetology is a whole big industry in Ivory Coast. Something we are joking with here. A group of young guys came together and said, hey, I'm talking about barbers, hairdresser, all the kind of people. They came together and say, hey, we see people, everybody opening cosmetology school, left, right, all of that. And we are aware that this sector is a lucrative sector, and it is a big sector, a progressive one that can provide at least 100,000 jobs for Liberians every year. What do? Let's come together, put ourselves together, go to the legislature and convince them or encourage them or beg them to at least form a cosmetology regulatory commission or authority, a regulatory body to guard or develop the cosmetology or manage the cosmetology sector. Because it's a big industry. We're talking about people who can cut hair, people who can face hair, people who can plait hair, people who can do wigs, all these different things, who your face, manicure, pedicure, your hand, everything, massage people, all these different things. Put them in one category. They say we need a body to regulate them because it's a professional industry. It's a lifetime career thing. Hairdressers make money in other countries. Cosmetologists make money in other countries. Just imagine the sector is not regulated. Just to go to your feet, babata way or babati way, that 5 hours US they can charge you the least. The least. Other places, bigger places, they charge you $50, $45 some places. Just to set hair. Supposed to set the hair that $30, $25. Y'all the women, you know what I'm talking about. To do your wig cap. You know how much you're spending. This is the kind. Go down Macklin Street, Broad Street, and all the different streets. Go to the salons. These girls, imagine a sector that is not regulated and see how much money they're making, as informal as it is. Go to Douala Market and see the different places. People just go to plait hair. They leave at the end of the day with $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 just from plaiting hair every day. It means these people making $20 or $25 a day. With a sector that is regulated, they could make far more money because there will be a minimum wage applied to the sector. We have a minimum wage bill. So all the formal sectors are subjected or they are subject to the minimum wage. All our formal sectors. So if we have a cosmetology regulatory commission or authority, you bring all these people together, beauticians, beauty workers, bring them together, issue them license. You will issue them license and they will have to pay for the license. Imagine 100,000 person because our membership is around 250 plus thousand human beings that doing the thing. And they are mostly in school. They are more in school going to school. So just imagine, let's assume that 100,000 persons doing cosmetology. You issuing 50,000 person lesson because someone will say, I'm going for that team, I'll be operating on somebody. So you will assume that 50,000 person go for lessons. And the lesson is minimum $5 US or 1,000 LD. See how much money you make just on licensing. Just to license cosmetologists or beauty workers. And mind you, the license will be issued in different categories because barbers will pay different money for license. Hairdresser will pay different money amount for license. Those who do manicure and pedicure will pay different money for license. The masseurs will pay different money for license and all of that. The government makes a lot of money just in revenue just for issuing license to petitions. That's the first thing you do. Just for license, you're making a lot of money. And maybe those licenses will last for 6 months or 1 year. So that 6 months, I mean, after every 6 months, the people will be coming back to renew their licenses. Or after every year, they're coming back to renew their licenses. That's how other countries making money in the world, man. People, how come we are here doing different things? And guess what? The real reason why I'm even having this conversation is because the guys went to the legislature and the legislators are asking the guy to pay them money. They are asking the guys to pay them money before they can pass the bill. There is a bill in the legislature to create the Cosmetology Regulatory Commission. The lawmakers are asking those guys with the innovation to pay them money before they pass the bill. How can our lawmakers be this wicked? How can our lawmakers be this wicked? A sector that is supposed to create jobs. Do you know how many saloons in this country? So you have to, when the government have a cosmetology regulatory authority, it means individual beautician is going to acquire license, and then the institutions are going to acquire license, the businesses. So if you own a saloon, a feminine salon, it means you have to go acquire a license, permit. Barber shop, go acquire a license. And people sitting here joking with a whole sector. But again, rescue here to rescue. The rescue is here to rescue again. So that's it. Let's go to Ellen Johnson said, yo, listen. It's time to talk. Ellen had this to say today. President Salivo. Oh, Eddie Johnson Salivo. Oh, Eddie Johnson Salivo. She said, tell them before the any way you want to report it. Tell them, say any way you want to say.
Welcome, Madam President. It is being spread on social media in quite a viral way that you allegedly are giving some support to the opposition CDC in terms of both financial and material, $15,000 and some 1,000 bags of cement for their new headquarters project. Is this information true or not?
Julius, I'm glad you said allegedly. I am here on the farm. Been here for 3 days. Didn't even know what's going on in the city. But let me say this in response. Those people who put this crap, this nonsense on social media, they must just love my name. They must just love me and can't keep their mouth off me. And what they have just said is damn stupid. Anybody who put that crap out there, I say they are damn stupid. Please repeat it for me and put it just like I say it. Put it there in the media. Let everybody hear exactly what it is. Then maybe they will stop these damn lies. Thank you, Julius, for calling me. Please, just tell it. Let everybody hear it well, okay?
Okay, but did they ever reach out? I mean, the CDC, have they ever reached out to you for support also?
Never. No CDC person has reached me on no support. They have no reason to call me for support. I'm busy with my things I do, with my center things I do with my farm. I'm out of that damn politics. That's why the politics here is so terrible. Because it's so sensational. You know, and it just makes people so tired. People want to do the good things for the country. You want to promote the good part of the country. You want to be supportive. to all the agencies of government. You want to support the president in everything he does if it's in the interest of the country. And every day somebody come up with some nonsense or the other.
People want to do good things for the country. Before saying that, she said the politics is so sensational, so nonsense every day. People want to do good things for the country. People want to support the government agencies if they're doing the good things. But every day, nonsense. Hey, did you understand what Eddie meant? Let me play. She didn't stop there. She went to reconciliation.
It's so doggone sickening. I just wish Liberian people would just get to work. They're so bored.
I just wish Liberian people would just get to work. I mean, back not working. They're busy being sensational about everything and politicizing everything. They're not working. That's what she's saying here. Listen to her.
With laziness, that's why they can't work.
Listen to her.
I'm so tired of it. Put it any way you want, put it to you. Just tell it the way it is. Let them know exactly how I feel.
Okay. Thanks so kindly, Madam President.
Yeah, just tell them. I'm working so hard. All they do is creating problems with people, creating tension in the country.
Yeah.
Trying to divide people when we're trying to promote reconciliation. And they're creating all kinds of things to cause trouble. Yeah. All right, yes, you got my answer, yeah. Put it on every way you want, put it on. Put it all over the country. Put it on social media. Put it on Facebook. Put it on Instagram. Put it everywhere you want, put it.
Okay, Madam President. Thanks so kindly.
Thank you.
I'm going to play that again.
Okay, we have with us former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
Listen to
Welcome,
Eddie.
Madam President. It is being...
President Sirleaf, is clear that Joseph Boakai is using pettiness, sensational things, politics to divide the country, to separate people when they are making every effort behind the scene to reconcile the country and ensure that people can come here and do business and invest here and support the government. And they are politicizing everything and dividing people and dividing the country. President Sirleaf,
on social media in quite a viral way that you allegedly are giving some support to the opposition CDC in terms of both financial and material, $15,000 and some 1,000 bags of cement for their new headquarters project. Is this information true or not?
Julius, I'm glad you said allegedly. I am here on the farm. Been here for 3 days. Didn't even know what's going on in the city. But let me say this in response. Those people who put this crap, this nonsense on social media, they must just love my name. They must just love me and can't keep their mouth off me. And what they have just said is damn stupid. Anybody who put that crap out there, I say they are damn stupid. Please repeat it for me and put it just like I say it. Put it there in the media. Let everybody hear exactly what it is. Then maybe we stop these damn lies. Thank you, Julius, for calling me. Please, just tell it. Let everybody hear it well, okay?
Okay, but did they ever reach out? I mean, the CDC, have they ever reached out to you for support also?
Never. No CDC person has reached me on no support. They have no reason to call me for support. I'm busy with my things I do, with my center things I do with my farm. I'm out of that damn politics. That's why the politics here is so terrible. Because it's so sensational. You know, and it just makes people so tired. People want to do the good things for the country. You want to promote the good part of the country. You want to be supportive to all the agencies of government.
Yeah.
You want to support the president in everything he does if it's in the interest of the country.
Yeah.
And every day somebody come up with some nonsense or the other. It's so doggone sickening. I just wish Liberian people would just get to work. They're so bored with laziness now they can't work. I'm so tired.
Did you hear her? They're so bored with laziness. That's why they can't work. She's referring to UP, the UP people who are running around on Facebook. That President Zarif donated money and spent the CDC. Did you hear her? They are so lazy with nonsense. That's why they can't work. She's blasting them. She's blasting them. Who do you think she's talking to? Go on Facebook and do screenshot of all of those who are running with their stories or this news that President Salif has given CDC spend, that President Salif has given CDC money, that President Salif has given CDC send, that President Salif has given CDC crosswalks, that President Salif has given CDC zinc, and President Salif has given CDC steak, and President Salif has given CDC roofing sheet, that President Salif has given CDC blah 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 and tires and everything. Go to social media and see who the hell is running with these things and see who President Salif is talking to. President Salif said they're damn lazy. That's why they can't work. That's what she said. They're damn lazy. That's why they can't work. And she said we should say it exactly how she said it. So we say it exactly as she said it because we don't want her taking us to court to say, oh, we paraphrased or we misquoted her. So she said we should say anywhere exactly how she said it. So we are going to say it exactly how she said. President Salif used them 4 times. Damn. She used it 4 times. She said those who running around with the nonsense, they are damn stupid. She said, yes, Jesus, tell them that they are damn stupid. And she said, all the news going on, all the thing about CDC headquarters, Benin, that damn lie. She said they're too busy. She said that's why she's so tired of this damn politics. Because the politics on Joe Biden is terrible. Eddie, those are words. We are going to transcribe that recording and put on infographic so you can read verbatim. We're going to transcribe that on that. Okay. 4 times he used the word damn. Damn stupid 2 times. You people are damn stupid. And the lies that are going around that she contributed to CDC is a damn lie. And she said, she tired with this damn politics because the politics on Joe Biden is terrible. You see when the politics become so terrible, people get angry and exhausted and tired to even support the government because everything about this government is political. They politicize everything. And they say, yeah, that propaganda, that politics, that intellectualism. You take somebody character who has never affiliated with mainstream politics since she retired from politics after she left the presidency and running her into CDC party headquarters Benin as if to say CDC get capacity to raise money, generate money to build her party headquarters. UP men very far away. Boom, they jump behind Eddie. So who do you reconcile with? At what point will Joe Biden reconcile? So it means everything you guys talking about reconciliation, it's just mess. It's a waste. And I said this the other day. I telling Joe Ria to he listening to me. I telling him, I'm not supporting George Ria. I will never support George Ria to reconcile with Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai ain't ready for reconciliation. As soon Boakai here say, oh, they person here and they person tall, they person go to the person, or the person brothers went, the person brother went to the person, boom, he draw line. And the thing is still in the UP people that as soon as see the way Joe Boakai and the way Carrasco close to President Weah. Tomorrow morning they go on any farm, Somebody get in here and say, oh, Carrasco was on any farm. Oh. Boom, the drummer. Any contributor to CDC party headquarters building. Oh, Madina Wise and Eddie Johnson said the clue like Eddie daughter down there. Oh. But Anna Madina and Fonatine get international logo. Boom. But then Eddie supporting Fonati Kofa. CDC party headquarters through Fonati. So nobody's supposed to be friends in the country because the whole country is just supposed to be divided on party line. I'm supporting or CDC or Georgia. I'm not supposed to be friends with nobody for United Party. I'm not supposed to maintain my friendship with anybody in UP because I support Georgia. What kind of illiterate thinking is that? But we were friends before Barack became president. And you were friends with Georgia before we became president. So we sour all our relationships because of politics. That's what President Sadi say. The politics is so terrible. And trust me, this description of our politics, I subscribe to it 100%. Our politics is terrible. To the extent, bro, I know people, some of my younger friends in the UP, at times they call you, probably that ill. Beginning, who is the end up away, probably that ill can't come around because we're always scared. Some we get a job for long, and I offer good joy. Eh? So we try to protect, so we'll be sneaking you. I said, no, my picking, you gotta sneak. I don't need anything from you. And tell your man, your other man, just operate. But just be careful. Because you're young. Imagine beginning, I'm older than. So you're young. If you are 6 years to your age is, you will still be young. So don't allow this 6-year job. Who knows? You might not even serve for 6 years. Anything can happen in politics. You could fall with any big brother or big sister tomorrow and they could honor you in the executive mansion. So I advise some of them. But trust me, you see these people on social media, as soon as you hear Joey or CZ, oh, as soon as you hear Eddie Johnson said, oh, the whole politics now is about, hey, division. What is, well, my man, who the man, what is speaking to the man for? Huh? The man who can be on radio, who they dealing with Joseph Braga. At least I'm saying dealing. Somebody can say cursing. But what you know the man from? The man who can be on radio, who they cursing Joseph Braga? Yes. Somebody who I got to know before the person even became a presidential appointee. 10, 15 years ago. Friendship. Somebody tell him, where you know the man from? The man who can be cursing Joe Braga on radio. But me, the man, I'll tell you, no, don't be that nonsense to me. Right in your face. The guy has to say, no, don't do that. Don't bring that nonsense to me. You have to apologize to the man. And he has to apologize. Oh, no, man, you're joking, man. He said, no. Don't, that one, not a joke. Government in, government job, no government job. We're friends from way back 2014. They were promoting us, doing free service for us. We didn't have anything. So we became friends. Before I even got government job, and before Braga became president, I became government official. So he not get nothing between all. Well, when he broke my man, I get more, I want money or no. We are friends. If I call him, he does not even call me. So I'm saying this to say to you, President Salif is angry because, hey, she has heard these things. President Salif can hear all these things. She can see these things. She can read about these things. So she knows that the country is toxic. She's aware that the country is extremely divided on political line. And she's aware that Joe Braga is the one responsible for all of this.
You're just telling the way it is. Let her know exactly how I feel.
Okay. She's aware that Joe Braga is the one responsible. And she's aware that Braga is doing nothing. She's aware that Braga is doing nothing. And that's why she said, you have to focus because some of us, we are concerned about reconciliation. We are concerned about reconciling the country. While some of you are basing yourself with petty politics. With petty politics. And what do you think? That we will continue bothering ourselves or stressing ourselves to push reconciliation when the man with a 48 years experience does not even want to reconcile? And the man is supporting every divisive action in this country. Every divisive action in this country is being supported by Joe Barker. And everybody around the politics is aware that Joe Barker is the chief divisionist in this country. Everybody is aware. That's why you hear Eddie sounding the way she's sounding. That's why she's sounding the way she's sounding. I want to follow so you hear her view about reconciliation. How people try to reconcile the country and you're doing X, Y, and Z and this, that. So you hear. Saying you want reconciliation.
Thanks so kindly, Madam President.
Yeah, just tell them, I'm working so hard. All they do is creating problems with people.
All they do creating problems,
tension in the country. Trying to divide people. Trying to promote reconciliation. And they're creating all kinds of things to cause trouble. All right, you got my answer here. Put it on in the interest of the country. And every day, I'm out of that damn politics. That's why the politics here is so terrible. Because it's so sensational. You know, and it just makes people so tired. People want to do the good things for the country. You want to promote the good part of the country. You want to be supportive to all the agencies of government. You want to support the president in everything he does if it's in the interest of the country. And every day somebody come up with some nonsense or the other. It's so doggone sickening. I just wish Liberian people would just get to work. They're so bored with laziness now they can't work. I'm so tired. Put it any way you want to put it to you. Just tell it the way it is. Let them know exactly how I feel.
Okay. Thanks so kindly, Madam President.
Just tell them, I'm working so hard. All they do is creating problems with people. Creating tension in the country. Trying to divide people when we try.
All they do is create problems in the country. Create tension in the country. Trying to divide people. What do you think President Sadi is? Which incident do you think President Sadi is referring to? All they do is try to create tension in the country. Divide people. Who is creating tension in the country? Who's dividing people? President Salif is indirectly blasting Joe Barker and his United Party people. Eh? Who do you think she's talking to? That Cummings? That Cummings creating tension in the country?
Reconciliation.
Thanks so kindly, Madam President.
That Cummings creating tension in the country? No, Liberia is your answer. Who do you think President Salif is talking to? Is President Salif referring to Alexander Cummings? No, obviously not. She can't be referring to Cummings because Cummings is quiet and moderate in his engagement. Is President Salif referring to George Weah? Obviously, it can be possible because President Salif is aware that George Weah is quiet, extremely tolerant, and calm in the face of all of the humiliations, the intimidation, and the insults. She sees her being tolerant and calm. So she can't be referring to George Weah. She sees her CDC headquarters were attacked by the Liberia National Police. Only to tell us that to tell us the day they acquire away from a community court that does not have authority to issue writ of seizure. Only because they wanted to target CDC. Weah did not do anything. CDC did not do anything. She saw her CDC headquarters was demolished. A political party, a major political party. She knows the threat. She's aware. And she saw how George Weah manage the situation that did not escalate. So she's aware that she can't be referring to George Weah. George Weah is creating no tension in the country. No division in the country. Who do you think is creating tension in the country? Let's face it. That's why I said everybody is focusing on the choice of what's President Sirleaf. Oh, them and them and them. They don't listen to those them. President Sirleaf is a strategist. She's extremely smart. President Sirleaf knows that when she uses the choice of words to communicate or to respond to the allegation, all of us attention will be driven towards her reaction or direct response or reaction to the allegation. So she pushed up to those, she pushed us, or she shifted our attention or diverted our attention to the choice of words and her description in responding to the allegation. Then she launched the attack she wanted to launch. She had been wishing to launch on Joe Barker. Then she fired her. So all of them running, oh, President Sirleaf said them. You know, for President Sirleaf to use them, that news. So everybody will run. But after she used them, after she described the allegation as them stupid and them lie and they are them politics and are politics terrible, she came back. She started from the politics is terrible. From that point set the basis. That description of our politics set the basis for President Sirleaf's blasting at Joe Barker. So this is the basis. She stood on this foundation, describing our politics as terrible politics, standing on that foundation to blast Barker and his UP people. And the UP folks who worked with her, the woman paid them, they know, they counsel them, they demonstrate them, they are aware that President Sirleaf is blasting them directly. They know her. So they are aware that the whole portion of the recording that they don't want President Sirleaf talking to, that Barker is she talking to. They know. Even the government sitting at the Ministry of Finance, he listened to her. He knows that President Sirleaf is blasting Barker and the people and the people around him. Because he's not taking leadership responsibility. He's not taking responsibility. He's not in charge. He allowed people around him, the Mamaka ability who ain't got no use to make any decision or they making the executive mansion. Yes, that's what happening. Mamaka ability when I get no use. Those are the people he's allowing to make decisions, critical political decisions in country that will undermine our peace and run us into violence in this country. I swear to God, the thing that happened in Liberia, it can happen in Ghana. Ghana has one of the literate democracies in the world. I'm telling you, Ghana has one of the literate democracies in the world. But there are certain things that the literacy of the Ghanaian democracy cannot allow. Just this one election, a local secretary general of the NPP was killed. In campaign tension, he was killed. He was murdered. Yes. So look, the level of literacy that Ghana has, or democracy, she can do certain things. Opposition won't really just wake up in Ghana and say they're going to demolish an opposition, the major opposition political party headquarters. They say, they are big. Two family thing, or two citizens, political party and one private family. The government will state security will carry and go demolish the major opposition political party headquarters in Ghana. That thing happen. Ghana in nuts. I understand they're in serious nuts because certain things can happen in certain countries. In Liberia, certain things can happen. That's why when you see people celebrating that Liberia is a peaceful place, they're not because of the government. The government did not make this place peaceful. The opposition political parties are responsible for the peaceful climate of our country. They are the ones embodying the pains, the tension, the pressure, the insults, the intimidation, the harassment. They are the ones embodying them and accepting them and doing nothing and calling for calm amongst their partisans. That thing can happen in any country. The great United States of America, you saw the rain that White House in the Congress and looted in protest to election result. You saw it. You think because they say the country is literate and the people can read and write and everything, so they can just accept anything? The great United States of America, you saw what happened in the Capitol building. Citizens march in, and you get our money. Republican Party say, "Oh, the poverty here, people who go to demolish the Democratic head office." And you think Americans will sit down and see that nonsense happening? Even the court, no decent court in America, there's no civilized court in America can even issue that kind of ruling because they know, they are aware of the attending political and geopolitical consequences that America will face. That because one private citizen own a party headquarters, can't bring documents say one party headquarters, then they take document to go. The person they call the judge will sit and look at the political risks involved. Measure it. Private citizen property. And the people willing to buy the property and demolishing the property. Which one pose more security, national security risk to our country, America? That's what the people are concerned about. That's what makes the democracy literate, because the lawyers and judges can rationalize, they can think. They say no. You can't demolish the Democratic Party headquarters because one person say, claiming ownership. Okay, we can sit down and negotiate with the family to accept the payment that people want to make, because there is a bigger security risk to evicting these people. We can continue all Democratic partisans if they decide to get in the street and protest against the decision. They will shut down the economy. We lost millions or billions. So serious-minded people, literate people will say that I want to quote here. They're so illiterate. You got a group of illiterate judges, illiterate magistrates sitting in different courts, in different courtrooms, and they just make illiterate decisions. Care less about the national security of our country. That's what they do. And they work on money and take guns to go evict. Because they know the risk involved. So they took guns. You just imagine if that decision was not political. Do you know anything? Do you know how many evictions are taking place around here? Another eviction was taking place. Somebody had been in a property for over 25 years. He was born in a property and he had been there. They went and evicted the pastor. You saw anybody going? No. All the eviction, demolition exercise across here. You see them going there with Gondo. See, what happened? And then when there were rebel people to go for a war, take AFL people and then put them in police uniform. And carry them there. Take AFL people, go in the bar, take AFL people, put them in police uniform and carry them to go for a war. Take sheriff, take policemen, put policemen in sheriff uniform. They carry them to go in fake. The policemen take them, put them in sheriff uniform. Then you say they go issue raid. Then someone then tie in our face, they hide in our faces. So I said, well, what kind of sheriff can enforce invasion, then you hide your face? Sheriff hide your face? When you operating under the authority of the court, why is the sheriff hiding his face? The other policeman laugh. He said, you're all right. Sheriff, the sheriff go invade, then he tie your face, hide your whole face. This is the country. So we are a group of illiterate people sitting down in government. I can always say that. The real civilized people, the real literate people are not in public service. The illiterate people are the ones who send to public service. That's how we make illiterate decisions, we make reckless decisions, we make careless decisions, we make nasty decisions that do not affect our people's lives. So yes, President Sirleaf, you're right. Our politics is terrible. It is. There is no room. President Baka and his UP folks are divided. In fact, they have divided the country. They are so illiterate to the extent they believe that everything should be politics. Everything should be politics. Everything. That's what they think. That everything in this world should be politics. Imagine, I gave you a story. I know a guy who is building a structure somewhere in Sinker. Do you know what they do? They went to the Ministry of Public Works to go and mark the main structure. Then, I don't know. The guys are so petty to the extent the illiteracy in them, they're not even tell them that, hey, but the main structure is behind multiple structures on the road. So if we mark this main structure and tell them to remove or stop work, what's about all the structures that are already on the road 4-5 feet ahead of a structure on the road? What do we do? Why did we not mark them? But they didn't rationalize, they didn't think nothing, they didn't analyze, they went and mark the main structure. They didn't not go public works. He didn't go public works, he went to court. They went to court, then they seen people ran to the court and they want to start doing all kinds of things. I'm twisting the court to have the court throw the main case out. The court said, no, I can't do this. This man has been owning the property for over 30 years. They may have property on it, he had a structure on it, he broke it down to redevelop the property. Only because he is a citizen or perceived to be a citizen who have businesses or contracts in the CDC, so we should deny him. So he goes, what I want to do? The public works say they get no issue with the man, but the man should go public works. You know what they want to do? When the man go today, they say, my man, we'll schedule your case for tomorrow, 2 weeks ago. Come on in 2 weeks. Go bring the document, go bring the document. They may say, but all my documents, they say, my man, now you go bring copy. Because, we're in transition, we can see the document, so go bring copy. Delaying the man property, the man business, because they don't want him to do business in the country. Only because he is a sedition. Or a businessman that is perceived to be sedition. So in that man, seditionists are not supposed to work in that country. Seditionists are not supposed to do business in that country. Seditionists are not supposed to bid for government contracts. Even if they have construction companies, or they're not supposed to bid for government contracts. Everything in the country is not supposed to be Unity Party, left alone for Unity Party. So when I say they're illiterate, that's what I mean. How can you have a group of people thinking like this? Claiming to be the most educated people in the country, and they believe that everything in the country, because Unity Party won the election, so everything in the country should be for Unity Party. You give the people a chance, they start supplying meters. They will tell you, say, they may not CDC, may will not give any meter. You can't today, no meter, tomorrow, no meter. Other people will go and get meter for current. These UP folks, you gave them a chance. They will start picking and choosing who to give meter to. Start asking in the different communities who to issue meter. Something that is supposed to be an essential set. You can deny Liberians access to electricity, water, education. Imagine go to foreign affairs. A colleague had to call me and say, my man, I didn't get a scholarship. I said, okay. The scholarship, they're not issue scholarship wasting. Just ask for a letter of attestation. Because they want letter of attestation or recommendation from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So when you get all your bio information, that your citizen ID card, your passport, your yellow fever book, your police clearance, all that kind of thing, check with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for a letter of approval. Letter of attestation from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They deny the man letter of attestation because they know he got a scholarship. So he shouldn't go to school too. He should not go to school. Hey, and guess what? They took their politics to the law school with different attempts. If we did not have serious people at the law school, seditionists who have been denied admission into the law school only because they are seditionists. A young brother who left the country told me that he was so disappointed because one or two persons evaluating and doing different stuff there believe that, oh, they may not supposed to be here because he's seditious at UP man. Yes. If we didn't have a few serious people, principal-minded people at the law school, seditionists would have been denied admission at the law school. I'm saying this today. The chairman for Montserrat County CDC, Emmanuel Titiso, was denied a job at a company whose name I will not call. Emmanuel Titi Swain, a geologist, a seasoned smart guy. Take politics aside, saying down. Don't get in pencil because pencil won't get erased. Getting any test you want to gain about a few of study and getting pen to write on please sheet. No pencil because pencil got eraser. Getting pen again, she say right. There a question. Say your aptitude test or your professional test exam and see whether he will not and see whether he will not pass. This guy are going to apply for a job at a company in this country that will pay at least $4,000. You know what? The guy applied for the job. He sat the interview. He said did the aptitude test, everything, and was awarded. And was accepted. You know, the one say, "Oh, congratulations!" So you come next week Tuesday or so it's done to sign your formally sign your contract stuff. Just the man did not even go back on the day he was scheduled to go and sign his contract. He got a call that we're sorry and blah blah blah. This is that we cannot award you the contract as informed initially due to X, Y, and Z reason. Just everybody got people inside in different systems. Just for the TT Swain to realize that UP people went to the company and told the company, don't try it. Why? They made a sedition. Hey man, this one person said, "He say our politics is terrible." This is exactly what she's referring to. You deny a Liberian a job. First, he is a Liberian before he became a sedition. Tomorrow, he might not be a sedition, but he will be a Liberian. Kano today, that Kano is no longer a sedition, but he is a Liberian. Ain't seeing picture of Baka, the president. He has made the 3 highest person in the country. But he's not a sedition, huh? He was. Now he's not. So before Titi Swain became a sedition, he was a Liberian. Just imagine going to that length to a company, private company, and threatening the people. The vice president office did that thing. Went down there, threatening the people. The people had to turn down the job. It means no sedition should try and go anywhere near government jobs or government related or government alliance companies or stuff, who are companies that are in partnership with the government, who got concession agreement with government. It means it's difficult. It's difficult. If you can tell us, say, go in B-man or try to B-man people, not to employ somebody, it means you can go anywhere tomorrow. You could even you could go Metasti tomorrow too and start threatening Metasti or threatening Hammerbread or threatening Western Cluster and other companies not to employ people because they're seditious. So yes, when President Salif say our country, our politics is illiterate, this is the illiteracy we're talking about. Yeah, sure, bro. He has 2 masters and now he's candidate for LPB. He's graduated from the law school. They denied the main job. They threatened the company to not issue the contract. Hey, when you're in politics and your party wins the election, it's a term you operate like I like the Sierra Leone people. In Sierra Leone, when the SLPP wins election, all other people from other political party can resign. You gotta tell them, say, they all of them can resign. Everybody can resign. You gotta tell them. Now some people will say, "Oh, me, I get 10 jobs. I'm waiting you." Everybody can resign because they know that they're going to work on a harsh condition, even if they have 10 jobs. So they all can resign. When the SLPP loses the election, they find out when all SLPP people will resign. They all resign. They go sit down. They know that they're not time. The same thing with Ghana. The same thing with Ghana. Because they know it is not that NPP time, NPP time, NDC time, NDC time. That's the reason. Because nobody won't be working in government. They be tired. You know why this isn't happening in your countries? Because when they leave government, they go to run their businesses or seek jobs with private firms and companies in other places. They sit on a construction company or an oil company. They're bidding for government contracts. Do not deny them contracts in Ghana because they are members of political parties. On leg, on the scream. But it's difficult. The literacy of the Ghanaian is democracy. However, not democracy is illiterate General Joe Bwaga himself. Illiterate General Joe Bwaga. You see Joe Bwaga illiterate in his thinking. Vindictive. That's how illiterate our democracy is. See George Weah. They say because he didn't pass through the traditional infrastructures. He didn't pass through the traditional academic infrastructures in our country. So they don't regard him. He's not supposed to be president. So the man who didn't go to school, who not get sense, he came to power and instructed people not to dismiss anybody because they are not citizens. I can reference the two Bwaga sons, Jojo Bwaga and Tama Bwaga. They were in government. In fact, Jojo Bwaga got promotion. He worked in the government at the port until 2023. He resigned to go support a part. Then I said, why he not resign in 2021 or 2022? Tama Bwaga was a NASCO. No, that's super sorry. Tamawa for the pool and Jojo was at NASCO. Not NASCO, but Maritime. And they worked. I remember George Weah, who did not go to school, the illiterate Weah. I was there. I saw the instruction to Celia Coffee Brown. She awarded George Weah 2 brothers. Consultancy contract in the port. George Weah told, No, don't do it. I don't want to see any of my family members because I don't want to say we are in government because we are in the country. I don't want to see any of my family people in government. Well, a government contract, don't give it to them. Government job, don't give it to them. No. It is obvious that people will say because of my brother or my cousin or my sister, that's why they got the job through my influence. To save me all of that stress, I'm begging you. I want no we are in my government. You get all the noise you can hear UP people causing. Have you heard UP people accusing George Weah of nepotism? Have you heard UP folks accusing George Weah of nepotism? No. Because Weah did not encourage it. The 48-year-old experience who went to CWA, who walked from Wasonga and came to Moravia to go to CWA and went to Liberia College, now the University of Liberia, what do you see happening? He's making the highest number of illiterate decisions in the country. Lofa lost the whole government. So Lofa people all. Lepteko is a dumb sad now. The Teko a dumb sad. Fetting water in a bathroom or air freshener in a bathroom, you can't get it there. Air freshener in a bathroom, you can't get it there. He's the first to take pay. Another kissy man. He's the first to take pay. Why employees do not have pay? He's the first to take gas, scratch card. Employees are not getting that gas and scratch cards. Who do you complain to? The men Bwaga are cousins. Who do you complain to now? Lofa last the whole government, all the strategic places in government. So Lofa people. You go to the army, Lofa people there as the general of the army. The things we fought against, the things we killed the Congo people for, and the things you see the country is cursed. Imagine we kill Congo people in this country for nepotism and people, with the native people suffering, they be marginalized. Samuel don't kill the power after he killed Tobo. He killed the power. That what he do? Native male. The native people say we kill Congo people because they were fighting us. They marginalizing us. The native men kill the Congo men. The Congo men come to power, the native men comes to power, then they start fighting amongst themselves. Then another native making. So we have never shown to the world that we know what exactly we want. The things we kick against when we are in opposition. When we go to the government, we get power, we do the same things or worse than what we were advocating against, or what we were protesting against, or what we were campaigning against. Everybody thought, trust me, even myself, I've never been close to Joe Braga. So really, I was all I did was doing, oh, Braga this, Braga in that, Braga in this. We were getting information from people close to his circle, people who have worked with him before. And guess what? Everything we say, you are seeing them today. Everything we say about him, what do you see happening today? You see Joe Braga is fighting back, is fighting everybody who did not support him. You see Joe Braga is putting so kissy people and lover people in his government. That's what you see. Look into Braga's government. How many persons do you see from the Southeast? Braga refused to go to campaign in the Southeast because George Weah comes from the Southeast. The whole UP campaign, he never went there. They begging. Braga said he was not going to the Southeast because George Weah comes from there. And guess what? Braga never voted in the Southeast for his entire campaign. Who is saying that? At the damn meeting, when Jim Barney then crossed over to him, that's when he said, but then they're Kungo, the same Kun from Grand Crew, I'm from Sando, they're Kungo. That's how Kun went back Sando to say, oh, I'm from Sando, my pa from here, blah, 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 blah. He never went to the Southeast. And trust me, for the 6 years, people Braga will be president. Braga will not vote in the Southeast. They may join his land because we are on the Southeast, and the Southeast people did not vote for him. Braga, he meant Jew land. He said, you're not going there. How many Southeast people you see here in government ministries or agencies or entities in the country? How many? They meant he Jew land. So yes, President Sirleaf is right. If you want us to reconcile, it starts with you. You can't say we should reconcile and you're going at any length, even if it will cause you to arm twist the judiciary, disrespect the Supreme Court, just to remove Fonanti. When there is a clear law that requires how you remove him. You say, I will break the system down. I will run the covers empty. The national covers empty. I will disrespect the Supreme Court and I will grab or arm twist the magisterial courts to have this man removed. And Braga did not stop there. Fortunately for him, Fonanti won the case and decided to resign. He didn't stop there. He incriminated him along with other lawmakers who they are aware are all innocent. Then he comes back and opens his mouth to talk about reconciliation. And I said this to George Weah. I said this to Fonanti and Dixon Sibo. If Dixon Sibo wants to reconcile with Joe Braga and UP, me, I know. He know what he wants to. Me, I know. Imagine Dixie Sibo, his daughter, who graduated on that day. Her power in jail. Her power, just all political reason, could not even attend his daughter's graduation from university. He was in jail. She was graduating from university. How they call it? They say politics. Oh, man, not political, man. Not political team, man. Politics. When in the mind, they are aware that these guys are not guilty of anything. They say we use politics, use our powers, use our authority, arm twist the court, the subordinate courts, and disrespect the Supreme Court. He missed his daughter's graduation. Imagine the pains and the agonies that decision of the government brought to Dixie on her graduation day. If you think that memory is going to get lost from her mind for anytime soon, that memory, that pain, that agony is going to live with her for the rest of her life. That anywhere she sees a Bwaka, she will first want to know which type of Bwaka. Which Bwaka is that person related to? And Bwaka is not stopping there. 20,000 human beings voted for you, Joe Bwaka, to make you president. Amongst the 20,000 human beings, many of them are angry today. Many of them are angry today. They might not vote for you anytime soon, ever in your life. They might not even vote for anything that sounds like Bwaka ever in their lives. And instead of focusing on reconciliation, the political party that contested against you pull a fight that you want just 20,000 votes. You go to demolish, to break their headquarters down, and you think seditions and reactions and sympathizers of George Weah are going to forgive you? You really think so? No, they're not going to forgive you. And I will not support anything that has to do with reconciling with Joe Bwaka. I'm not going to support that. I'm serious. I am not going to support anybody or anything that has to do with reconciling with Joe Bwaka. I will not support that. If George Weah wants to wear a bow on his chest and go to Bwaka Hall to go reconcile with him, that's good for him. That's for them. But I'm not going to support that. If CDC wants to reconcile with Joe Bwaka, that's for them. That's their business. I'm not going to support that. And I'm clear about that. Me, I can't have my own thing, my feeling. I'm a February born. Then I'm a farmer. Eh? Okay. So, I'm not able to have my feelings. I want Bwaka to know, people to know that me, I will not support. We not get anything that has to do with talking to people or supporting people who want to reconcile with him. Any reconciliation program that Bwaka will organize or support in this country, I am not going to be a part of it. I want Joe Bwaka to continue fighting, but just wait. Just wait. And 2 years finish. 1 more year. By 2027, they will start having peace programs, peace concerts concerts all around here. Watch and see. He will start visiting churches and mosques. Because if you achieve anything in the year, which is obvious that you have not achieved anything in your first 2 years, you have not achieved anything. In your third year, you can't achieve anything significant now. So 2026 will pass. 2024, 2025 are failure. 2026, you might not achieve anything significant anyway. Maybe you might just be able to complete the road that George Weah started, a bridge-to-bridge project that George Weah started. You might just be able to complete that one because you can complete that project this year. So you might be able to complete the bridge and bridge project that Weah started. But a project that you took from foundation to completion, you might not be able to complete, to achieve that in 2026. So it's going to be another wasted year for you. So then 2027 now, you can't start telling people, oh, they'll go to reconcile, that you people folks who won't start appearing on our radio station, that they say they can't appear right now, and some of us will be here to tell them, no, you will not appear, or you come in, you pay your money at commercial radio station, you pay for your airtime, you appear. Yeah, because I know politicians, they will be friends with us in 2027. They will want to start appearing on the radio station. All of these very forces here that they call in journalists, you will see them come here to appear on our shows. You will see them come here to pay. You will see them bringing the ads, that jingles here to play. Because what? We are heading to 2029 elections. That's when they will want to reconcile. They come to the station and say, yeah, our ratio, your pay. No issue. But those of you who believe that you are not supposed to be friends with seditions today should not forget that there is a tomorrow. That we are supposed to coexist as Liberians first. When it comes to politics, we play our politics. We separate to play our politics. After our politics, we'll come back together as Liberians. But Bwaka and his UP folks say they don't want it like that. They don't want it like that. So we agreed. Timazi, enemies, let's go to war. Let me come over that song, man. I don't know what the song is there. Anyways, let's go to war. Let's go to war. Eh? Okay. So let's go to the telephone lines and pick calls on the different numbers 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. Somebody said, Mary Brown said it's happening in District 14. It's happening in District 14. Currently, people are being deprived LDC meter. Okay. Even at the medical school. Okay. People will confirm everything we were saying. So that's it. That's what we are. Nasia down that one. Welcome to the show, Rose Kuyate. Welcome to the show, all of you. Let's go to the telephone lines to pick calls. 0776 104 104 0886 500 104 are the numbers to call and be a part of the show tonight. Let's hear Kia. Kia, go ahead. Good evening, brother.
Of our country, Mama Labra last. Thank you for the topic and the discussion and the ready say. For quick information, I want to give you as the West Africa Interpol. The essence for which the president, when he goes somewhere, to stop the traffic for more than 2-3 hours. That strategy came from the Justice Minister, the Police Director, Oswald Twe, Graduate Como, the same day, to prove to the international community that Bwaga is loved by the citizens. The first thing, they're doing that, so the citizens will come on the rule and show the concern that all the president is passing, people standing looking, that huge traffic is always been causing him recently. I've been doing research and I just got that from Uganda, Kenya, and Nigeria. They're doing that strategy, sending it around to the security apparatus around the world. That nothing is happening in Liberia, but the citizen law back to the extent that you could win 2029 election. I just letting you to know that is the strategy. And then the business for here, no citizen in Baga has stayed more than 2 hours in the country today. And when I call my man from Ghana,
Thank you. Hello, go ahead. Let's hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead, Samula.
Yeah, but I just listen to the show. It's time of calling it in the morning. But that's something I want to tell you. Okay.
Off air?
Yes, no, right now.
You want to talk to me off the radio?
Yeah, no, right now. My brother, when I came my house with the police people, the police give me ticket to their go from that. They give me, and suddenly they not give me receipt for money. What I pay? They will give me photocopy paper. They say, I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
Well, happy how I try to get up. I had the police man where I go to get you and I said I'll go to get to pay that money for that ticket.
My man, I phone one ticket again, you.
I
Do you have the ticket?
No, I get a ticket. I pay the money. They give me the money.
They give you
back to me.
Oh, you should have sent a ticket before paying the money.
I had a ticket photo in my phone.
Thank you. There is I'm calling one number to you now. Now send a ticket to that number.
Okay.
The number is 0776. You got it? 0776?
Yes, 0776.
722. 705.
705. The minute get on, I don't want to keep my highway.
Text that number. Text the ticket to that number. I will call you after the show for us to talk. Okay. You got the number, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, my brother. Let's say you from Canada.
Austin, what's up, my man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Let's hear you. How are you?
I'm good. My brother, thank you so much for the show. But I want to ask this question, Austin. Each time when you people sit on the radio and you have to and people come out and say, hey, the people they can just talk. I want to ask the United Party people, What are they doing that is right that people are not showing to the Nigerian people? Are not saying to the Nigerian people. Or that they giving other people at least they want to come and say, oh, they party or not, that were not United Party person, that was CDC person, okay, you're not getting that. Is that what they're doing that make you people saying it and that is wrong? I think the best person that always praying for go to heaven is the poorest person. Because at that time, they have done what they could do in the days of their youth. And so now they prepare to make their path straight. What is not in the case of Joseph Walker? Joseph Walker age is 0. Joseph Walker, in fact, his wickedness has increased. Instead of taking a power, people will look up to him as a grandfather, as a father, and as a leader of a country. It's so frustrating and disheartening for us to see the old person who people thought would come to unite the country, who will call the grandchildren and children together and say, let us do this thing, and begin to divide our country like that. Amen.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother.
God bless you.
I know. We just have to keep engaging the man. I know, but it's terrible. Let's say you go ahead. Hello. Oh, we lost you. That's so we take call from this this person ended the call as well. Let's go back to this side and take call from here on this number. We'll take 3 more calls and go home. 3 calls, we'll go home. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, it's Jacob Boy. I'm calling from Manchester City.
Okay.
Yeah, there's certain information I want to require. For the time that the law for there, I want to know if when they elect, if they get the right to collect money for the people in the community. Because the information I'm giving you, they have it in charge, they have the airport.
I will collect the money.
The commissioner said that they should collect 150 for each horse because Wakaje airport there, you secretary there in Kakata.
150 for 150 per house?
Per horse, 150.
No, maybe the Nigerian community initiated to welcome the commissioner to the position, man. But it's not legal. It's not a legal requirement.
Because for the time, I get to know, I never see such a thing happening in that.
My son, yeah, you are changing now. So that's not true. It's not true. Masisi, go ahead, Ambassador. Let's hear you. I'm fine. Go ahead, Ambassador Sisi. Number down there.
The number you call that man.
Yeah. Number.
All right, thank God for that.
No, I'll come on the morning radio.
Okay. Why won't say Austin are begging the body for that? What is this? Leave after me and look begging it.
Je suis dit vous?
Leave master of me and look begging it.
Who need master of me?
Oh, you know the master of me?
No.
My area need master of me, no?
They will tell you that I need master of me.
That is money man down. You know, I tell you to the only platform, man down, master of me. Ma Monica, that is one in there.
Monica?
That Boga the Papa secret. Boga the Papa secret. And a need for them there. So all of them, the woman, which I apologize, the war with the phone, then the war with that lie. So they said it took our party because we are saying, what they you say of the act party here for the judge is all what it is. And then you know, and the president will say strong. We say together the party for all the opinions, book of life. That's the book of life, party here for. And then leave us alone. Well, who pay, who not better the master of me and who backing them. The thing that boys are getting the point to politics, you already go. Then they go behind Boaka, who say about your money, they talk about stealing money lost in the account. But they're getting glass of the thing. Now I tell you what to say. So we're begging the woman and we want you, let's go on the farm. We're backing them.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Get a topic. Get the people down on my head.
I always I listen to your show tonight. Myself, we're happy to meet you. Last week I called on your show. My India, I'm on teaching. And I called the last time on the show. Yeah, my Indian she put me on the house because of why I'm the audio. Yeah, I called the last time. But the few days that she told me to come for my things there. In Brookville, I went and she put me in jail. She carried me to the police station of Central. Then, that very day on that night, when on Saturday, then I left there Saturday, Sunday to morning. I said, you told me to come for my husband to come for my things. And then why are you doing this to me? She said, I told you, you're a physician, and I told you to give up Ghana. Because you refuse. And yeah, the 3 4 days, the last very day, I pour on the show. I told it all again, and
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Oh. Hello. Come here. Answer the calling. No. Huh? When you call, put you on the line. You hold the line, you know, and then you mute your microphone so you don't disturb the speaker.
Hello.
Let's hear you.
My name is Stephen G. Daddy.
Big Daddy, go ahead.
Yeah, I call for children's party. One thing I remember in the country, you will not bring anybody in the country that will do this or something. So I want to beg him to look at if people will sit here instead of to be talking.
Hello, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, Austin. This is Edmund Carr. The aspect I have to do with this, just in passing, you're talking about that reconciliation. It must say, I would not want to reconcile with anybody called Joseph Waka because at the end of the election, we were hearing as sedition. It was the time to reconcile. You didn't do so. You are caught again and even dipping the wound by breaking our party headquarters down. That's why we are letting it go because we are fresh in the air about dating. But we will not forget. We will not forgive the Unity Party government for this evil act that the people treated against us. So at what time now you want to come reconcile? The president will be leading our charge. Completely going to be out of it because I will not let them go for what they did to us. And for Grandma Ellen Johnson Stanley, yeah. The Unity Party for they are very, very crafty and just wicked. When they cause their damage, they are looking for something to cover it up. So they want to bring her in that picture, that 2017 belief that because of her support to WIA, that one lady didn't win the presidency. So here, they want to tie all to that so that they will see how they believe that yes, she's still supporting CDC. So they'll fall her into this name. And she gave it today. We talk about reconciliation. You push it all back. We want to support other agencies that are trying their best. You push it all back. Then where are we with this thing? So you just came here to destroy and destroy. That's all you are here for. So she was right that you just stay up in this politics. And they are lazy. She is right. That I was saying one of the platform just now. They are very lazy because you will have assistant minister and minister running with the kind of posts while they're going to be there and doing the Liberian people. Why? Is that not laziness? That's a laziness and carelessness. So that's it, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. That's what the most said. They are damn stupid.
People want to look at stupid and good. One was stupid and dead. You have to go back to woman.
Oh yeah. The most said we should say it exactly the way she said it. So we can let's go to Omo. The most said they are damn stupid. So Eddie say you're damn stupid. Now Eddie say you're damn stupid. Eddie say, and she said we should say it exactly how she said it. Don't miss go to Oma before she can carry out the quote. So Eddie say we must say you're damn stupid. Eddie say now me say. So thank you to all of you. But this one just coming in from West Point says it's interesting. So let me tune down this song. So Austin, you wouldn't believe that the commissioner of West Point Township has refused to allow seditions to use the field. The field at Joey Bill, the town hall, and the NV Massacre School auditorium. This is Liberia on a Joe Waka. Welcome to Liberia.
To see and walk away with the opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen,
For you go to school, you go to school. I was
thank you so much, fellow Liberians, for following the show.
now I will give it to the woman.
It was nice being with you tonight on a Monday. We shall be back at tomorrow by God's grace. But until then, do have yourselves pleasant moments in your respective areas. My name is Austin Kawa. Bye-bye for now.
They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so I say,